Okay, we are back. I know you guys, with the wonderful world of video editing, you probably don't even know I left. But anyway, we are back at our stairs. This is Monday. We just finished our platform. Now we are going to do the steel framing that goes around the stairs and the platform. Let's bring up our prototype. So here we have the steel that basically holds the stairs together, the stringers of the stairs, and it goes around the platform and down. All right, so that's what we're going to work on today and see how far we get. All right, so by average, these steel frames that go around steps are usually somewhere between 1.5 to 2 inches wide. Now, the only change I need to make, let me put lines on here. Okay, so I have we're making the steel frame 0.16 feet, which translates to about 2 inches. Okay, so I got a gap between the hole, the stairwell hole, 0.16. Now, I think I forgot to do it on this side. I don't think I have a gap on this side. So what I need to do is select this set of the stairs. So let's go into edit mode by tab, ghost, so I can select. And I'm gonna just kind of select this portion here. I know I don't have this as a center line, but that's okay. I'm going to move all these vertices to the left 0.16 feet, and I believe that is the negative direction in the x. So gx minus 0.16. All right, so there we go. And let's go back here. Yeah, so now I have a gap, enough space to put the steel. And that's what we're going to do next. All right, so let's go back here. All right, now the stringers usually go for these concrete type of steps. It's going to come down flush with the bottom of the platform, and then it is going to go the same width or the same as our tread of our stair. You know, your tread is the part that you step on. The riser is the part that goes up. All right. So our stringer is going to come down a foot over the length of our tread, which would be about right here, and then it's going to go up diagonal, and then the top of the frame is going to go from each top of each riser. All right, so I'm going to make it a separate. No, I'm not going to make it a separate object. I was going to. All right, so let's get our first one made. So I'm simply going to add. I'm going to simply add. I want to move. Let's come over here. This is how I think. Sorry. There's the top right there. Okay, I'm going to move my cursor to that location. All right, I'm going to Shift A, and we're going to add a single vertice. So I got a vertice right here, and I am going to extrude in the Z minus 1 takes me down to that corner, just like that. See how that works? All right. Oh, I see what I didn't make this platform small, but we'll come back to that. All right, so we're there. Okay, now I'm going to extrude it in the Y direction straight down from this. So extrude Y, and we'll snap it to that distance. All right. Then I want to, I'm going to undo this for a second. We're going to do this a different way. We're going to go up the diagonal first. That way I don't have to try to add new vertices. You'll see what I mean, because I went down and came across, but I wanted to go diagonal to a part that's a foot below this, and I would have had to have a vertice right here. So let's go the other way. All right, so I'm going to Shift A, add a vertice like I did before, and then I'm going to extrude, but I'm going to snap it up here to this top one. No, I'm going to snap it right here to this one on the edge of our step. And then I'm going to extrude in the Y, snap it here. Now I'm going to extrude Z minus 1. That takes me down here. No, I have the same problem. What an idiot. No, well, that's fine. We can do that. We're fine. I panicked. All right, now we're going to come back to our first one. I just selected the first one, extrude Z minus 1, and then extrude Y to there. And then I'm going to take this vertice, Shift. Oh, and I'm going to take this vertice. Yeah, I want to take this vertice, extrude Y minus 1, so it goes straight across like that. Okay, there we go. Now I can take, is that going to work? Oh, no. It's going to go diagonal from here all the way down. That's right. So I'm going to Control Z. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm going to select this vertice and this vertice and just hit F to join those. So now I have a plate. Okay. Now the next step is to give it some thickness. But in order to do that, I have to have a face. So I'm going to go Edge Select, and I'm going to select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge. Whoops. Let's see. Ah, dang it. Oh, wait a minute. I can Alt select, and that does the loop of this particular edge. All right, and then hit F to put a face on it. Now, most likely, it may be facing the wrong direction. So, I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, it's facing the wrong direction because it's red. All right, so with that face select that face, Alt N, and flip it. All right, so we have that face, and let's give it a thickness. So let's face select this face, and extrude it 0.16. So now we have that. All right. Now all I need to do, I should have made it a separate object so I can copy it and not have to worry about all this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to select just about everything I just created in this for this. So I'm face select and select these faces. Now I don't need the ends because the ends you're not going to be able to see anyway. Alright, I just need the top and the bottom. I don't have that one. And I don't have this one. Alright, whoops. There we go. I don't need these ends because they're hidden, right? Alright, so with those selected, make sure I got them all. Yeah, I do. Alright, I'm going to do a P, new selection, and I'm going to call stairs 002, which is my stringer. I'm going to call that stair stringer. Okay, so we have that. So let's go tab out of edit mode, select our stringer, go back into edit mode. I'll delete those extra little polygons later. We're fine for now. Alright, now I want to copy that to the other side of this particular stair, right? So let's turn on vertice, select all vertices because I want to snap by vertice. And we are going to shift and select this corner vertice. It's white. That means it's active. All right. And I'm going to move it to right here. So I'm going to copy it. Shift D. And then where it snaps, going to click. All right. So I have those two stringers done. Now we need to add the stringer to these two. Well, we already have it made. Now the only thing that I want to do first, well, I don't have to do it first. Alright, so I'm going to select all, and I am going to Shift D and copy both of those and hit escape so I don't move it. Alright, so yeah, there they are. Alright. And I'm going to rotate those two selected things on the Z of 180 degrees. So now they're facing the other way. And now I need a snap point. So I am going to, and I want to snap it right here. Now this may not be the exact width because these stairs may not be exact width here. So I want to move this spot right here. I want to move from this control point, all right, this active vertice. I want to move it to right here. So we're going to G and then snap. And it interferes with my step here. So that means that these stairs are 0.16 wide, wider than these, but that's okay. So, because it's not flush down here. So what we're going to do is I only need to move this stringer. So I'm going to do ghost, select these, and move those in the X minus 0.16. So that should line up down here, and it should overshoot our platform by 0.16 here. Okay, which is fine, which is all right. Okay, so it kind of looks like that. Now let's go back to our platform. Let's tab out, select our platform, tab back into edit mode, and select these four vertices and move those in the X minus 0.16. And so that makes that flush right there. Okay. All right, get out of edit, get out of ghost, turn off our face orientation, and let's get out of edit and just kind of take a look at what we have. All right, so right here, these at the end of this one, since this isn't flush, this is not flush with the edge of our stairs, we probably want to close those polys in. All right, so let's select our stringers, tab into edit, turn ghost on, select those, hit F, put a face on it. Select those, put a face on it. And double check our orientation. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Okay. They're blue. I want them facing out. Okay. Now, so the stringers, the platform, I can't remember, was the platform a separate object? Yeah. So let's call this stair platform. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to join them all together here pretty soon anyway, but this is just some keeping my brain organized here just while I'm working on the first set of stairs. All right, because I'm going to join all of this stuff, the stairs, the stringer, and the platform. I'm going to join them into one object. That way, when I copy them, I'm copying everything in one shot. Okay. So there's our platform and our stairs. Now, do we need to make any more edits to our stairs before we go on to the next part? I don't think so. I think we're going to be good. Now, we're going to do some railings here in a second, but I just want to double check. All right, so I think I'm good to go ahead and join these into a single object. Okay, and when I texture them, I can texture by well, maybe I don't know. Hold on. I mean, this is probably steel that's painted gray, and then you have concrete platform faces on the stairs. All right. The amount of detail that you put to them is totally up to you. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, but yeah, I think I can go ahead and join them together for now. If I don't like it for my final project, I'll edit it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave them separate. All right, so now I want to put some railings on these. Okay, remember how I did the railings over here? Okay, I did those with a texture. I am going to use a texture for part of the railings on the stairs, and I'll show you why I'm not going to use it for the entire railing. And that's because there is a top bar on the railing, okay? And then there's cable between each of the posts, okay? Now, for the top railing, my image isn't all that great for the top rail because they don't have a cable on the top. They have a piece of pipe on the top that people can actually grab onto. So that's what we're going to model. Okay, so I'm going to save so I don't lose what I've done if anything happens. I am going to select our deck. I'm going to turn the deck off so I have a better view of our stair. Okay. And I am going to, how do I want to do this? I'm going to select our stringer, go into edit mode, and I am going to select, doesn't matter which one, let's select the inside one, and Shift S and move our cursor to that location. Okay, now I want to take I'll get out of edit mode here. Alright, I want to select my stair platform, the stairs themselves, and the stair stringer. I want all those selected, and I'm going to move those to my stairwells collection. So I'm going to hit M and select my stairwells collection. Maybe I didn't want to do that because I have those turned off. So let's do a Control Z, undo that. Nah, they're fine where they are right now. Sorry. All right, so with our 3D cursor at that location, I'm going to Shift A, add a mesh, and we're going to add a cylinder, and we're going to rename that cylinder to stair rail top. I didn't have to use the word stop, but I did, so okay. Now go to item, and we're going to change the X to 2-inch steel, 0.16, and change the Y to 0.16, and the standard height in the United States for a railing is 36 inches. So I'm going to make that 3 feet, which is 36 inches. But I need to move that up 1.5 feet because there's the center. So GZ 1.5 feet. Okay. Now, if you notice, I'm going to hit period on my number pad to focus in my selection. Notice that we're over onto the stairs, so I need to move this way 0.08. So we're going to GX 0.08 to move that to the center of our stringer, just like that. Now I want to move, actually, I want to move that this way in the negative Y 0.08, so it's fully on our stringer. So GY minus 0.08, so we're right there at the edge. Now, thing is, I need one right here because the 36 inches is based on the edge of the stair. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I'm gonna Shift D. No, I'm not. Control Z. I'm going to go into edit mode and do my copy. Shift D, escape so I don't move it, and then we're going to move Y to here Okay, that should center that on that little piece there. Whoops. So it should center. Yeah, see, it's centered right where that goes like this. So what I want to do is back it off, move it in the positive y 0.08, so this edge of the cylinder is at the very top. So gy 0.08. See how that is? Okay. Now I want to move this. I want to copy this down to here, to our platform. All right. So without keeping those selected, turn my vertice on. I want to move it down to this level here, but I want to just make sure I get one. There we go. So I'm going to Shift D, escape, and then move G. Oh yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's moving at the origin of my post. So I need to move this over in the negative X 0.16. Is that right? No. 0.08. Control Z. All right. G X minus 0.08. For all you guys that are OCD, sorry. Now I need to move it up 1.5 feet. GZ 1.5. So that brings the bottom. There we go. So I have those posts. Now I need one here. Let's look at our prototype. I think there's one in the middle. Yeah, there's a post in the middle, and then a post on the corner. And all right, we're going to, I want to find the center of our platform, right? So what I want to do is I want to split that so it creates a vertice. Okay, so I'm going to get out of edit mode of our posts. I'm not sure I wanted to do that. Still thinking. Yeah, I made that a separate object, didn't I? Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. All right, I forgot. My posts are a separate object than the stairs, so I can select them separately. So yeah, original train of thought. I'm going to turn off Ghost here for a second. I'm going to select the platform, go into edit mode. I'm going to do a loop cut, Control R, and hit enter right there at the center, okay, because that's the default. And then I'm gonna do it here too. Remember when I made this one polygon? Alright, so there we go. I have some control points. Now get out and select our rail, go back into edit mode, and that is still selected. And I am going to Shift D, escape, and then I'm going to G, Y, click. So that moves that there. And then I'm going to do the same to get it to the corner. Shift D, escape, G, Y, and snap it there. Now I need to come back. I need to go back in the positive Y 0.08. So GY 0.08. So it's fully on my platform, just like that. And then we're going to copy this in the X direction. Shift D, escape, GX to that point. And then again to here. Shift D, X, click. Now I need to move it to the positive X direction, 0.08, GX 0.08. Puts it on my platform like that. And just kind of like the same thing we did for that one. Shift D, escape, GY, snap. Okay, now, remember we started with 2 up here before. Now there is a, technically at the bottom of the stairs, I know you can't see it in the image, I don't think. But up here at the top, all right, top of the stairs, and probably at this turnaround point up here, all right. Let me try to explain this again. All right. At the top of the stairs, at the very end, we have 1 post. Then it comes over the length of our tread and then bends and comes down to this point. But there's probably not 2 posts side by side, okay, like I have it right now. See, I have 2 posts close to each other. The only reason I put this post in for now is so I can get the height that's equal going up the stairs. But in reality, this post really isn't there, all right? This top rail is just bent at this point and then comes down, all right? So when I make the top rail going around, I'll just have a bend here, and then I'll delete this post because that post probably isn't really there. Does that make sense? All right, you don't have to do it that way, but all right, so I need to take like I said, the only reason I have this post is so I can make the top rail the same going all the way down. All right, so I need to model that down here as well. So with this post selected, Shift D, escape, G, Y, we'll put it right there. Okay, now I need another one right here. So Shift D, escape, G, Y, snap it. Now I need to back it off 0.08. So GY, and that's the minus direction, 0.08. And then our last one ends right here. It doesn't go down to, it's not going to be on the platform on the one that's going down. It's going to be actually on the frame. All right. So we're going to Shift D, escape, and then we're just going to Z that right there. And we have to do some hit period to focus in. We're going to move it up, GZ 1.5. And then we're going to move it over 0.08, GX 0.08. Oh, I need to back it off this way too. Okay. But that's going to make it a little... No, it's not. It's going to be right. So let's move it in the negative Y 0.08. G, Y, negative 0.08. So that should be flush. All right. I'm not worried about this part right here where it's interfering. Okay. Now we have that's the outer railing, and there's also an inner railing. So what I can do with the inner railing is turn ghost on and select those, and just Shift D, copy those in the X, so GX, snap right there, and then move those over 0.08. So GX 0.08. Oops, wrong direction. Negative. Try again. GX negative 0.08. Did that work? Is that right? Yep. Alright, so we have those. Now I need the other side right here, but that's a copy of these. Except I need to go ghost mode so I get all the vertices there. Right, there we go. And we are going to copy that in the the positive X. So Shift D, escape, GX. Snap those there. We need to go over another 0.08. GX 0.08. Okay. I think that's good for now. So let's do a file save. Take a break. Get me wet my whistle by getting a drink. Okay, so now let's rename this to stair rail posts, because I'm going to make the top rail a separate object. Post. Alright. And I am going to do a series of copies, I think. So I am going to go in my edit mode. Now I'm in edit mode. Ghost. Select all those. Let me double check that. There we go. Alright. And I am going to Shift D, escape, and then P to make a new selection. And this one we're going to call top. Okay. Now tab out of edit mode, select our stair rail top, which is a duplicate of this, but I want to rotate that on the x-axis 90 degrees. So let's go into edit mode, select all, rotate x 90, and then we are going to move this up to here. So I gotta figure out. Okay, so there's my origin, which is fine. And I'm going to move that up to here. So G, Z, bam, just like that. All right. And then we are going to, how do I want to do this? All right. I'm just moving around to get a better view. I'm going to select this face, and I'm going to actually now make this the origin. The center of this face, I'm going to make that the origin. I hope that works. So I'm going to Shift S, move my cursor to that selected object, get out of edit, right click, set origin, 3D cursor. Then I'm going to go back into edit. Okay. I don't know if I needed to do that or not, but now I'm going to select all, and I'm going to move Y to that spot. I just hit GY and then I clicked on the edge. Okay. Now, next step is we have a bend. Okay. I have a bend that I need to put right here. And we'll do that here in a second. But before I lose this, I want to Shift D, escape, and then I want to move that down to just here for now. So G, click. That way I have a bar that I can use to go around the platform. All right, now let's go back to this one and put our bend in there. Okay, so with that selected, I'm going to zoom in. Ooh, there we go. And we are going to bend it right at the edge here. So I'm going to put a loop cut, click, and snap here. All right, hold on for a second. Okay, now that's not quite where I want it, so I need to go to ghost mode here. Hit period to focus in on those, that I get a better look. And I think I want to shoot for this vertex right here. Bam. That's what I wanted right there. Okay. Now I should be able to just move these vertices down to this spot right here. All right. So I want to find the middle one. I think it's this one right here. So I'm going to hit G. Boom. See what that looks like. I can't remember. Yeah. So that put that bend in my railing, just like that. And it's the same angle as the stairs. See how I did that? So I just split this cylinder at the end of this, where this bar is, where this post is. Then I selected the vertices at the end and dropped those down to the same point on this post. So now I have a bar that's bent and comes down, and then this bar that I copied over, I just select these vertices and copy those this way. Does that make sense? You guys got that? Now, before I do that, I want to take this post and I want to copy it to here on the other side of the stairs, and then take those both, turn those 180 degrees, and then drop them down to this level. Does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, well, that's what we're doing anyway. All right, so I'm going to select those vertices for those, and I am going to copy those to this post. So I'm going to get me a good view here. And I gotta, I'm going to Shift D, escape, GX. I'm just going to snap it here for right now. I mean, that's not perfectly on those posts yet, but I want to hit period so I can focus in on that one. And then move those over to here. There we go. Just wanted to fine-tune my move is basically what I did, so it's centered on that post. Alright, so let's do a save, get out of that. Alright, now if I remember, my distance is different between these stairs and these stairs, which is no big deal. It's only 0.16 difference. But I do want to select those two bent ones, copy those, Shift D, escape, rotate Z 180, and then I can actually move those over 0.32, I think. So GX minus 0.32. No, that's not what I want to do. Why would I do that? That was stupid. Alright, let's if I just hit. Okay, so that's the right level. Ah, I don't have a center point. That's right, because my origin is up there, up on top. So I don't have an active vertice selected. That's why. But anyway, I can move it over. Let's just do that just to get it on. It's still not at the same level, but I need an active vertice. So I'm going to zoom in to this pipe. Ooh, it's right there. Oh, I'm too close. There we go. I am going to make. See, this is a get. You got to get. I think it's this one right here. So I'm going to hit Shift. Click. No, I want the top one. I think that's the center one. Yeah, that's the center one. Alright, so that's my active. And I'm going to zoom in to this post. I know some of this angles are hard to see when you're looking at it on a video, but I'm trying to find, I think that this is it. So I'm going to hit G, bam, and see how that looks. Now I know I need to move this one over. That is that where I want it? I can't remember. No, I need to go up. I need to go up half of the, yeah, because see, it's inside this pole. So I need to go up half the width of this top rail. All right, so we're going to GZ 0.08. There we go. That's what I wanted, just like that. Now, this one needs to move over so it's half here. So I need to move this over a full 0.16. So we're going to select all those vertices, move X to the left is negative 0.16. And that should line up just like that. Okay, let's do a save. now I can just do my straight runs. So we can select this one. Actually, we can just select these and GY and snap those right there. Okay. And then select these and snap those right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go face select for these. I'm not worried about this face here, but I want to select those. Go back to vertice select, and then I'm going to copy those in the X over to here. Shift D, escape, GX, and snap those there. See if that lined up. Not quite. So I am going to shift select. Whoops. All right, selected the wrong one. So I'm going to go to edge select, and I'm going to alt select that edge. So that gets me the correct grouping of vertices. I'm going to hit period to focus in on this area here. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so I want this vertice to be right here as the control. So shift. I did it again. There we go. No, no. Oh, there we go. Just a couple shifts to get those over, but I don't want this one selected. There we go. So I shifted and unselected that one, and now we're going to move that to right here. Oh, but I need to move them all. I don't have them all selected, so I need to do that. There we go. Now the whole thing will move. GX. Snap. There we go. I know. You making railings, you can pretty much do whatever way you want, but this gets us going. Now I need one more railing that goes from here to here. So I'm going to copy this railing that I have, shift D, escape, rotate Z, RZ 90. Okay, and I am going to come down to a spot that I want. I better get ahead of myself here and get the correct vertice selected, which I believe is this one right here. So shift select twice. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And then I want to see. Want to move that whole set. Oh, that's okay. I'll fix these two poles later. These two poles are too far in, but I want to move that whole thing to about right here. And then I'm going to have to move it in the Y, GY 0.08. Yeah, okay, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Now I'm going to select these and move those over to here. Okay, so those posts are right. And now if I move decisions. It's not my posts that are wrong. It's my top rail that's wrong. Okay, so how it... Yeah, it's the top rail that's not correct. Alright, so we're going to go to face select, select those, hit period to focus in on that so I can do some zoom in here. Let me turn off ghost for a second and select that face so I have that selected. Okay, well, don't worry about this face. Alright, now I'm going to go back into vertex mode and we are going to select a vertice here and move that in the X till we line up. There we go. And I think that is good. Now there's probably a bar that goes from here to here. Yeah, there's probably a bar that just goes from this end to this end. So I am going to copy this long one. I should have done the short one first, but we'll go to face select. Select that. Shift D, escape, X, GY. Snap that there. Period to focus. Now we can move that a little bit further so it touches here. So I'm gonna turn off snap because I don't need this to snap on this particular part. I just want to visually get it. So GY until it intersects with our railing here. Okay. Now I can go to vertice. Oh, crap. Since it's going to be hard to select these, so I'm going to do it an easy way here. I'm going to Control R and put a loop, 2 loop cuts on this cylinder, and I added a loop cut by just hitting the scroll wheel, hit enter, and then escape to leave it there, and then face mode, select, oops, select that one, hit delete, vertices. That didn't work. Oh, I didn't have ghost mode on, that's why. Oh, there's my center right there. Now I can hit delete vertices. That goes. Whoa! Oh no! All right, let's do a series of control is these. There. Get back to a... Now I can select these, hit delete, and I want to select delete faces, not vertices, because then it deleted these vertices, which deleted this part too. You guys with me? I know this is probably really confusing. There we go. Delete faces. There. Now I got where I can select the ends and move those in the X direction to here. Move these in the X this way. And whoops. There, focus in on that. Now I need to close in, put this face back on here, so I'll do edge select, hold my Alt key, select that, put an F for face, come around this other side and do the same thing. So Alt, Shift, not Shift, Alt, select, hit F for the face, turn off ghost mode. And then you can make some small adjustments to make these come in a little better if you wanted to, which we will. So I'll zoom in, and I'm going to edge select and hold down my Alt, select that edge, and then I'm going to Alt Shift and select this edge, just like that. And we're going to move those until they kind of meld into this bar. So G, Y, no, Y, no. Maybe it's this one. G, Y. There. And Alt, select, G. No, I don't want to move that up. That's what I'm doing. Escape. Oh. Rotate X. No, that makes my bar wider. Oh, let's do it this way. Let's just do a face select. With that face select, let's just do a extrude that in. I think about right there. There. For what we're doing, I think that's going to be fine. It just closes it in a little bit. Okay. I think we're good. I know this is long and drawn out, but that's kind of what I'm not trying to make these long and drawn out. This is just real-time editing, so you can see how my train of thought goes. It may not be the best train of thought, but it gives you an idea. Okay, so I'm going to get out of edit mode, and I'm going to go back into shading here. So that kind of gives an idea of what our staircase looks like. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I don't want to lose any of this stuff just in case I need to come back and do edits, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new collection. All right, so we're going to go to Scene Collection, right click, New Collection, and then it adds it toward the bottom. So collection 3, We're going to call this staircase collection. All right. And I am going to copy everything for the stairs. So I got my stairs, my platform, my top railing, and my posts. Oh, and my stringers. All right. So the stairs are made up of all of these, right? So I'm going to hit M, and I'm going to copy those all. I'm going to move those to staircase. Okay, so now I can turn off the staircases all by themselves if I wanted to. However, I also want to make a copy of everything. So if I make a mistake from this point on, I have the original to go back to use, right? So I am going to create a new collection. Go down to the bottom. Collection 4, rename that to staircase BU for backup. All right. And then I'm going to select everything that I use to make my staircases. And I'm going to Shift D to duplicate, hit Escape so I don't move them. With those selected, I'm going to hit M and move those to staircase backup. So I have a copy. All right. Now, if I turn off staircase, I still see a staircase because it's looking at my backup. But if I turn off my backup, they're both gone. Now I can come back to the original staircase and turn it on, and there they are, right? See how that works? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to join all of these into one object for the staircase. And if that screws it up for later on, I got my backups to go back to how I originally done it. So I'm going to select stair platform, hold my control key, and select all those parts. So stairs is yellow, and I'm going to hit Control J. Stairs was the last one I selected, so that become using the control key, it becomes the active selected object. Now I'm going to hit Control J, and now my staircases with railings are all one object. Okay. Now it's just a matter of copying this to all the different levels, and hopefully they line up. So let's come up here to our deck that we turned off. Decks. Turn those back on. So there's our garage decks, right? Okay. And let's copy. There's our origin point right there for that object, which is fine. And let's call this let's rename stairs to stair level 1, 2, 3. Let's call this stair 3 for the third level stairs. So stairs 3. Okay. Now I'm going to Shift D, escape. So now I have stairs 3001. And let's make that stairs 2. Okay. And with stairs 2 selected, let's drop it 13 feet. So GZ minus 1, 3. And then let's make a copy of stair 2. Shift D, escape. Oh, that didn't work. How come that didn't work? Did I not have my cursor in there? I may have not. Shift D, escape. There it is. Yeah, I didn't have my cursor in here. And let's rename stairs 2, 001 to stairs 1. Hit enter. With stairs 1 selected, let's GZ -13. Boom. And that gives us our 3 sets of stairs, just like that. So let's look at our prototype. And it should kind of look something like that, right? We hope. Well, you guys can't see it because I'm in the way. All right. Let's try this again. Because my ugly mug is in the way, so let me scoot that over. So it should relatively look similar to this, right? At least that's what our goal was. And if we look at our model, it kind of does look like that, right? Now I could take these 3 stairs, join those into a single object, okay? Find the middle of our building and do a mirror and move those over to the other side, okay? So let's do a save. And let's how do I want to do this? Do I want to do it that way? Yeah, let's make a copy. Let's make a copy. It's always good to work with copies, right? Because if you work with copies, then you got a step back that you can take for your model, right? All right, so let's create a new collection. And we'll call it like a join collection. So right click on scene, collection, new collection. Down at the bottom we'll add it. Double click collection 5. And let's, whoops, double click again. Let's call this stair join. Okay. And let's take stair 1, 2, and 3. Shift D, escape. So I have a duplicate of those. And hit M and move those to stair join. Okay, let's turn off staircase. So we have another iteration of our stairs. However, stair join, we're going to click stair 3, hold control 2 and 1, so 1 is active, and we control J and join those into 1. And let's call this stair join. Hope you guys are seeing the logic that I use. I do change my mind, but that's where we're at now. All right, now we want to create a mirror image of these stairs, because that needs to go into I think I have the wrong deck turned on. I don't see my stairwell hole. So let me come back up here and oh yeah, decks was temporary. I want main decks. Turn that on. There's our stairwell holes. So with our stairs selected, I want to move the origin to a point that's halfway between this opening and this opening. Okay? Because I want them to line up. All right, so how we're going to do that is I'm going to select main deck, go into edit mode, and I am going to turn on vertice, and I'm going to click on this vertice. See where that is? No, I want the middle one. I can't do the middle one because I don't have one over here. So I'm still trying to think here because I don't think I've extended my platform on this side, but that's okay. We're doing this together. Yeah, for now I'm gonna select this vertice, come over to the other side, select this vertice. Oh, I put my extension on this side. Oh well, we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I have this vertice selected and this, and I'm going to hit F to join those with a line. So now I have an edge, and I'm going to hit P to make that edge a new selection, and it's going to call it main deck 001. That's okay. It's only a temporary. All right, it's only used to make a construction line. All right, so get out of edit mode, select main deck 001. Okay, and I want to loop cut this edge. So let's go into edit mode. Edge is selected, and then loop cut, Control R, will put a vertice in the middle. Right there, see that? Hit enter, escape, turn vertice on, and now I have a vertice that is halfway between these two openings. Now, with that vertice selected, I want to Shift S, move my 3D cursor to that location, just like that. So that's where my 3D cursor is. Now I'm going to get out of edit mode, and I'm going to select our stair join, which is way down here, and we are going to move our origin of our stairs to this location. So I am going to right click, origin to 3D cursor. Now when I mirror it, it's going to make a mirror copy of these stairs, and it should line up with this hole. I hope. We'll find out. Okay. So I'm going to come over to modifiers. I'm going to hit mirror, and it is in the Y axis. So turn off X, turn on Y, and bam, there they are, right there. Now let's take a look at my platform extension. I'm thinking that I need to move my platform extension further this way. Alright, so let's select main decks. Go into edit mode. Yeah, okay, so I need to extend this platform a little further, right? Alright, and we can do that with a simple extrude of these polygons at the end. So I'm going to go to face, select that face, shift that face, that face, and there's no hole here, so that, oops, that didn't select the face. Let me try this again. I want this face, and this face, and I want to extrude those to the to the same place, to the same Y as our this edge of our platform right here. So I'm going to change our snap, turn snap on, turn that to edge, and then extrude to there. That should line up with our platform. Alright, so this will look like concrete. Alright, so that's all closed in there. The next step to do is to get out of edit mode from our platform, choose our stairs, and apply that mirror modifier. So now we have our stairs at our end of our building. Okay, let's go into shaded mode, shade viewed mode. I don't have any concrete textures yet. And let's turn off that construction line. And there we have our stairs. I know it's not pretty right now because I don't have the concrete textures applied to the garage yet. And then one more little step before we end this video is, let's see what it looks like with our stairwells turned on. I'll need to copy that over. I'll need to take this unit here, and we'll do that in the next video. This canopy that's up on top of the garage with the glass, I need to take this entire shed and do the same thing I did with the stairs. I can use that same origin point right here and then mirror this so it lines up over here. Okay, and we'll do that on the next video. I've kept you guys here long enough, and you guys have been extremely patient, and I thank you very much for watching this video. So I showed you how to use the Archimesh add-on for Blender to create a simple set of stairs, and then we added some other features of our stairs and copied those to the location that we wanted. Now I can use these stairs on other parts because all the dimensions are the same, because there's staircase over here and over here that we can copy these stairs. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, this very, very long video. But I appreciate you guys subscribing and commenting, and thank you so much for buying me coffee. It's awesome. You guys are fantastic. And we'll see you on the next video where we do some more work on the canopy above the stairs, get those over here. And I will see you guys on the next video. See you guys later.